Hey everyone, today I'm going to go over my Futurama collection. So first up is Season 1, or well, it says Volume 1. Bender's eyes are getting kind of messed up here. Yeah, it's one of these DVDs that tried to be fancy, and while that's appreciated, it does cause some wear over the years. Fry's hair points are getting a little messed up too. On the back is Leela. One of the really cool things with these old Futurama DVDs was the package design. There is so freaking much stuff. It's like looking at a Where's Waldo book. And then one of the other neat things is, let's see, if you put all the DVDs side by side, they create a little, like, panoramic image. That is so freaking cool. It's really creative. I like that. And then on the back we have listed the episodes, and then there's that little red box that specifies the bonus features. Everything about these is, like, just perfect. Except for that. They probably should have, like, I don't know, planned a little better for, like, logistically what's going to happen over the years to cardboard. And then we got Season 2, or Volume 2, as it says. And, let's see, this one, not as much wear on the front. There's a little bit on the back here. Hermes' hair here is getting a little worn down. And there's the packaging. Really cool. A lot of cool stuff. I love these. And then, let's see, not sure if I can actually put this together. Kinda. You can kinda see it. It's hard to hold with two hands. And right here is Volume 3, which was the first volume that I bought, actually. Oh, and there's the back. Really love this packaging. It's really cool, like, looking at... Oh, this one... Is this one, like, panoramic? Oh, okay, it's out of order, so that's why. Anyway, there's Bender up in space, and then, there's his feet with Leela there, and then, Amy there. So, okay, so there we go. Some of my favorite episodes in this volume. This one's, like, especially nostalgic, because these are the episodes that I remember the best. And then Volume 4, the final season. Again, really cool packaging. Not as super detailed as the others, but this is still, like, a really cool little effect, and they still get, like, their little, like, references in, like, oh, he's made a Tinker toy. And then, let's see, Fry and Leela. Oh, and this one's a panoramic thing, too. Let's see. It kind of connects. This one's kind of weird. It doesn't have any main characters on it. Yeah, no main characters. There's that, like, nanny robot, and in the back is Robot Devil and Calculon, Purple Zoidberg from the alternate dimension, and, this one guy who was selling, noses. Let's see. Like, it's still cool that they form a panoramic image and there's so much stuff in there, but yeah, I think, I don't know, not quite as focused as some of the other ones were. But still, really cool, and a great volume to go out on. This was the final season of the original series, and then we got the movies. Now, interesting thing with the movies, when these were coming out, there was a video store nearby, well, not nearby, but relatively close, called Hollywood Video, and they were selling off all their DVDs. And so I got all the Futurama DVDs in these, like, just normal boxes. And then later, I found this, which is, like, the version that was put out in stores and DVD catalogs, I think, that came in, like, a cardboard thing, and the discs go in and out of a sleeve, which, miraculously has not scratched it up too much, but yeah, eventually I'll have to swap that out for something else, and there's a flap here. It looks like maybe a piece of paper went in there, coupons or something, maybe, I don't know. If anybody had this brand new, tell me what went in that little flap there. But yeah, I'm not a fan of this type of packaging with the sleeve, because, like I said, it scratches up the discs. And, oh yeah, Beast with a Billion Backs, I got brand new for Christmas, actually. So this one, yeah, it wasn't out from the video store. And fortunately, in the mail, we got this, like, nature documentary DVD, so I popped the little holder out of it and glued it in, and that works, because the spine is really thick for some reason, even though they intended for these to, like, just fold over and the disc comes in and out of a sleeve. There's no flap, so no coupons or papers inside of this one, I guess. Oh, and the whole motif of this one seems to be old propaganda posters and old sci-fi posters. Okay. Like, it's cool. And then here's Bender's Game, one of the other ones that I got from the Hollywood video. I don't know what the original box for this one looks like, because I don't have it. And I don't have this one either. Into the Wild Green Yonder. So, I'll talk about the Futurama cartoon and movies for a minute before I move on. The original cartoon I freaking loved. It was one of my favorite cartoons ever. One of my favorite TV shows ever. Especially when I was a kid. I freaking loved it. And then as a teenager, I rediscovered the show. And it was just amazing. And then I got the DVD sets of the series and the movies. And I was getting them at the same time. Because I was getting the season sets like as the movies were coming out. The first movie, freaking love it. Or, I'll talk about the show. The show, no bad episodes. I loved every single episode. The only episode that's kinda sorta weak is the superhero one. Most people love that one, and it's like a lot of people's favorite, but for me, I don't know, that one where Fry, Bender, and Leela become superheroes, just, I don't know, it never really appealed to me. I still like it, it's just definitely not a favorite. It's probably, if I were to rate all of them, it'd be pretty down at the bottom, but like, again, there's no bad episodes, so it's just the least perfect, I guess. So the movies, Bender's Big Score, freaking loved it. I mean, that movie was an experience. Beast with a Billion Backs, it was okay. It kind of just felt like a long version of the show. The DVD, I actually watched the bonus thing a lot more, the Lost Adventure, which was the video clips from the video game of Futurama put together into an episode. I love the Lost Adventure episode, edit, whatever you'd call that. Bender's Game, love that one, freaking awesome. I especially love what they did with Mom's sons in this. That was really cool. Into the Wild Green Yonder, it's fine. Definitely, at the time it came out, it was probably my least favorite Futurama thing, and I still liked it. Like, there was no real, like, bad episode, again. Or, bad movie, I should say. And so then, moving on, we got a new series. So here's Volume 5, or, yeah, Volume 5. They stuck with Volume, they never switched to Seasons, like what Family Guy did. Now, this one, it came in one of those, like, cardboard boxes with the sleeves that you slide the discs in and out of. So I chopped up the box and put it in a spare DVD case I had. It's not the best, but, yeah. I tried my best. I was a teenager, I think. When did this come out? 2010, so yeah. I was, 18, I think. And then here's, Volume 6, which I did a little better, cutting it out and putting it in a spare DVD box. Oh, and also I want to talk about the designs. The designs are cool. I prefer the old boxes, but the newer seasons were a lot shorter, only 13 episodes each, so yeah, only 2 discs. So yeah, those were designed with like big DVD sets in mind. These ones are a bit more minimalistic by design. And so then here's Volume 7. love that image of Zoidberg on the cover, that's cool. And so this time I did, like what I did with Beast with a Billion Backs. I had a spare DVD thing, and it happened to be able to hold 2 discs. So that worked out perfectly for this. And then the final volume, for now, Volume 8 with Hypnotoad. Which, I can't think of a better character to end this on. And again, I had a spare thingy with 2 discs. And, so now we got a new Futurama season coming out. I don't know how many episodes it is. I've heard the season is short. Like, it's gonna be... I can't remember, like, only 6 episodes or something. I don't know, it was like a crazy small number, or maybe I heard wrong, but regardless, eventually I'm confident there's gonna be a DVD release at some point. Why wouldn't there be? So then, after that, the other thing I want to go over is the Futurama comic books. Now, some of the comics were actually collected into volumes, similar to how they do Simpsons. Unfortunately, they didn't get very far into Futurama before they just stopped, and back issues of Futurama comics are hard to find. Now, handy thing, similar to the Simpsons comic collections, they have pictures of all the comic covers. So, like, if you don't remember, like, which number of comic you're missing, well, there's the cover. So, the covers are a lot more easier to remember for me than, like, the numbers. And then this is, Volume 2, I think? Yeah, that's one of the weird things is... Oh, actually, this one was, Okay, so this was Yeah, this was Volume 2. This is Volume 1. It's confusing because there's no volume numbers, but on the back, those comic book covers, they have the numbers on them. So this one has, let's see, 1, 2, and then 3 and 4. And then this one has 5, 6, 7, and 8, 9. And then, because that was too convenient, I guess, this next volume, Conquers the Universe. Nothing on the back. There is great artwork there on the back, but this one is annoying because you gotta open it, and, let's see, does it say at the beginning which numbers? No, it doesn't, because that would be kind of useful information. Okay, there it is. Number 10. And then, let's see, there's no cover gallery in the back, so, and then 13. So, issues 10 to 13. And then for some reason it skipped ahead, but they did bring back the covers on the back, kind of. The bottom one's cut off. So, yeah, that's not very helpful, but it does have the number. So 16, 17, and 18, 19 for Time Bender Trilogy. Why is it trilogy if there's 4 issues? Whatever. I haven't actually read this in a long time, so my memory's fuzzy about what this is even about. So yeah, this is, as far as I know, the final regular Futurama paperback collection of the comic. Really unfortunate, but there was this thing, the Simpsons Futurama Crossover Crisis hardcover, slipcover, big special, Mucho Grande thing. This is freaking amazing. This was like my favorite thing in the world. I got this for my birthday years ago, I think when it first came out. Oh, and there was this thing in the back. It's a facsimile edition of the very first Simpsons comic. But not Futurama, because who cares about Futurama, I guess. Let's see, there was a art gallery in the back. That was really cool. Some really cool artists worked on this. And the comic itself is just freaking amazing. I loved this. It was such a clever idea, too. It worked so perfectly in comics. I liked this so much that when they eventually did a Simpsons Futurama crossover in the Simpsons TV show, I was pretty disappointed, because you have the perfect story right here! Just turn this into a cartoon! I don't know, they completely ignored this, too. That was really annoying. Whatever. So anyway, let's move on to individual issues of the comic that I have. Right here is issue number 4, which is in one of those paperback volumes. But I like having this individual issue because there's letters, pages, and some like little bonus things. And also I just like looking at the old commercials. When I get a box of old comics or I find any old comic, one of the things I like to do is flip through and look at the old commercials. And then so right here is number 40 and 42, 44, 54, which are, let's see, these ones I found at the comic book store as back issues. This one, I actually bought it brand new from a comic book store. Oh, and it came with a poster, which is still hanging up in my other room. In some of my videos, you might actually be able to see it. It's a big pink poster with a giant Amy attacking a city. I think that one like was based off of a comic book cover, which, let's see. I don't actually have that one. I'd like to have that. Anyway, 56, and then 57, 58. I remember for a while my family was doing something. I don't remember what we were doing, but like every month or two we'd be going past this one comic book store that's pretty far away, and I'd stop off and buy a Futurama comic. And then number 65, which I think, oh wait, no, it was 76. This was the last one that I bought. And then I found this back issue of 77, and now I guess the comics ended, or they were discontinued, or something, because I don't see Futurama coming out new anymore. I can't find the old issues either. That's why, yeah, I don't have that big of a collection of Futurama comics. I'm missing, like, around 50 about, it looks like. And then there's one more thing, Futurama Comics Annual #1. So yeah, apparently at some point Futurama was popular enough to get an annual issue, which I think I might have bought this brand new, I don't know. There's also a couple of Futurama comics that were put out for Free Comic Book Day as backup, like bonus things to the Free Comic Book Day Simpsons issues. I do have those somewhere, but I don't know where they are. I think they're over there somewhere. I don't want to dig them out. So yeah, there's all my Futurama DVDs, all the comics, and I don't have the video game. I don't have a PlayStation 2 anymore anyway. It broke years ago, and I sold all my games, so I freaking love Futurama. Really excited to see it coming back. I've watched the trailer a bunch of times, and one of the things I really like about how it looks, it doesn't look like it's trying to be something really big. I feel like Bender's Big Score, this was a really big deal, a really big thing for Futurama, and after this, nothing, like, they've tried a few times to have, like, a really big thing, and sometimes it works. A lot of the time, though, eh. So I kind of like that they're just trying to treat this really casually. At least from the trailer, it looks like it's just going to be another season of the show, not anything super in-depth, just fun Futurama episodes. And in the new seasons, let's see, was it Comedy Central seasons, I think, where the reboot, new sequel, whatever, I don't know what you would call this thing, some of the episodes of this series, I think, were a little bit weak. There were a lot of really good episodes, but especially as it went along, we'd have, like, some really amazing episodes sandwiched between episodes. And then there was one episode that I really didn't care for, and I think it was the Saturday morning cartoons one, where it was one of those anthology episodes where there's 3 short episodes in one, and it was a bunch of Saturday morning cartoon parodies, and it wasn't funny. I just found it to be annoying. The only Futurama thing I don't like. But even then, there was still some good stuff in there. Oh, and one of my absolute favorite episodes was that nature one, where Bender's an iguana, the professor is a turtle, and they're all animals. I freaking love that. It's one of my absolute favorite episodes, and it's such a dumb, silly thing, but I love it. So yeah, Futurama. Love Futurama. Can't wait to see the new show. Looking forward to it. Hope y'all enjoyed this. See ya.